Why yes, another day, another royally staged outing to remind everyone that the Prince and Princess of Wales are just like us. After a lovely, totally undisclosed tropical getaway, William and Kate have bravely returned to work. This time, rolling up their perfectly tailored sleeves in a Welsh bakery to connect with the people. The mission? Baking traditional Welsh cakes. The real mission? Damage control. Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, graced a local bakery in Wales with her presence. Her arrival was met with excitement and curiosity as the locals gathered to catch a glimpse of the royal. Her mission? To learn the art of baking Welsh cakes, a traditional delicacy that holds a special place in the hearts of the Welsh people. She rolled up her sleeves and got to work, eager to immerse herself in the local culture. Cameras flashed incessantly, capturing her every smile and need. The media frenzy was palpable, each click of the camera adding to the buzz surrounding her visit. This wasn't just a casual visit, it was a well-planned event, designed to showcase Kate's connection to the people and her willingness to engage in their traditions. This was a carefully orchestrated PR move, timed suspiciously close to Meghan Markle's latest venture. The timing couldn't have been more perfect or more suspect. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, had just announced her new project, a line of artisanal jams made with organic fruits from her California garden. Her announcement had created quite a stir, drawing attention to her entrepreneurial spirit. The timing of Kate's bakery visit was, to say the least, interesting. It seemed almost too coincidental, as if it were a deliberate response to Meghan's latest endeavour. Was this a mere coincidence, or a calculated attempt to remind the world of Kate's own domestic skills and down-to-earth nature? The optics were undeniable, and the comparisons inevitable. Kate, surrounded by flower and laughter, embodied a relatable charm. Her genuine interactions and willingness to get her hands dirty made her all the more endearing to the public. She was the people's princess, engaging with local communities and embracing their traditions. Her presence brought a sense of warmth and familiarity, bridging the gap between royalty and the everyday person. The message was clear. Kate was one of them. She wasn't just a figurehead, she was a part of the community, sharing in their joys and traditions. Her visit was a reminder of her commitment to the people and her role as a relatable and approachable royal. Across the pond, Meghan Markle was busy stirring a different kind of pot. In her cosy kitchen, she was not just cooking, she was creating something special, something close to her heart. Her California home, bathed in sunshine, was the backdrop for her latest passion project, a line of artisanal jams. This serene environment provided the perfect setting for Meghan to pour her creativity and love into every jar. This was no PR stunt. This was Meghan, the entrepreneur, the advocate, the woman who had stepped away from royal life to forge her own path. She was determined to make a difference, not just in her life, but in the lives of others. Meghan's jams were more than just preserves. They were a labour of love, a testament to her dedication and hard work. They were a reflection of her values. Each jar told a story of sustainability, of community, and of a commitment to quality. Made with organic fruits, locally sourced ingredients, and a whole lot of heart, these jams were a true representation of Meghan's ethos. They represented her commitment to sustainability, community, and authentic living. Meghan was not just selling a product, she was sharing a piece of herself with the world. This wasn't about publicity, this was about passion, purpose, and the joy of creation. The contrast was stark. Meghan found joy in the simple act of creating something with her own hands. Kate, the picture of royal decorum, engaging in a carefully curated public appearance. Her life was one of duty and tradition, a stark contrast to Meghan's newfound freedom. Meghan, the free spirit, pursuing her passions with genuine enthusiasm. She was living life on her own terms, embracing the freedom to explore her interests. Both women, in their own ways, were captivating the public's attention. Their different paths and choices sparked endless debates and discussions. But the question remained, whose narrative would resonate louder? Would it be the traditional royal path of Kate, or the independent, passionate journey of Meghan? Only time would tell. The Battle of the Jam Jars, as it was quickly dubbed by the media, highlighted a fundamental difference in the two women's approaches to public life. Kate, bound by the traditions and expectations of the British monarchy, played her role flawlessly. Her public appearances were carefully orchestrated, her image meticulously managed and controlled. Meghan, on the other hand, had chosen a different path. Freed from the constraints of royal protocol, she was free to express herself authentically. Her jam-making venture wasn't about maintaining a public persona. It was about sharing her passions, her values, and her vision for a better world. This difference in approach was reflected in their PR strategies. Kate's team focused on traditional media outlets, ensuring maximum coverage of her bakery visit. Meghan, true to form, leveraged her social media presence, connecting directly with her followers and sharing the heartfelt story behind her jams. Section 4. Media frenzy and public perception, the jam jar divides. The media, as expected, had a field day with the story. The jam war became a metaphor for the larger rivalry that had been brewing between the two duchesses for years. Headlines screamed, commentators dissected every detail, and social media erupted in a flurry of opinions. Kate's supporters praised her commitment to tradition, her grace, and her ability to connect deeply with the public. Meghan's fans applauded her entrepreneurial spirit, her authenticity, and her willingness to challenge the status quo boldly. The public, it seemed, was deeply divided. The jam jar incident, though seemingly trivial, had touched a nerve in society. It had exposed the public's fascination with the two women, their lives and their choices. It had also highlighted the challenges faced by women in the public eye, constantly scrutinized and pitted against each other by the media. Section 5. Beyond the jam jar. The bigger picture of public image. The jam jar saga was just the latest chapter in the ongoing narrative of Kate and Meghan's public personas. This incident, though seemingly trivial, was a microcosm of the larger dynamics at play. It illustrated the power of perception and the importance of image in shaping public opinion. The media's portrayal of these two women often dictated how they were viewed by the public. It also revealed the complexities of navigating public life, particularly for women in the spotlight. The scrutiny they faced was relentless, and every action was analysed and critiqued. Kate, the future queen, was obligated to uphold a certain image. Her role came with a set of expectations and responsibilities that were deeply rooted in tradition. Her actions were not just her own, they reflected on the entire monarchy. Every gesture, every word was a representation of the institution she was a part of. Meghan, freed from those constraints, had the liberty to define her own narrative. Her departure from royal duties allowed her to explore new avenues and express herself more freely. The contrasting approaches of these two women highlighted the evolving nature of royalty and celebrity. While Kate adhered to tradition, Meghan embraced modernity and change. In a world saturated with social media and instant access, authenticity had become a valuable currency. The public's perception was heavily influenced by what they saw online. The public, it seemed, was increasingly drawn to those who were perceived as genuine and relatable. Celebrities who could connect with their audience on a personal level were often more successful in maintaining a positive public image. The evolution of public image for royals has been a long journey. From the days of traditional media to the current era of digital platforms, the way royals are perceived has changed dramatically. Today, the challenge lies in balancing tradition with modern expectations. Royals must navigate the fine line between maintaining their heritage and staying relevant in a rapidly changing world. Ultimately, the stories of Kate and Meghan serve as a testament to the enduring power of public image. Their journeys reflect the broader societal shifts and the ever-evolving landscape of fame and royalty. The press is already doing its part, pushing the narrative that Kate's generosity is in stark contrast to Meghan's capitalistic approach to fruit preserves. But the internet sees right through it. Because while Kate's hypothetical jam recipe is being praised in the Daily Mail, Meghan's actual jam is flying off shelves.